It's Healing Honey, and today we'll be talking about how you can evolve through fasting. What do I mean? I mean that when you decide to take a break from something, whether it's food, alcohol, smoking, TV, going out all the time, being around people all the time, even hugging people, touching people, when you decide to take a break, for whatever reason you decide to take a break, it is something that is happening not just in the physical but in the spiritual as well. You may not be able to see it, but when you're fasting, it is a process that is happening. You are becoming something. You're discovering something about yourself. I feel when you fast, whether it's food, whether you're on a fruit and vegetable fast, whatever the case may be, say you're only doing fruits and vegetables, you're becoming something in that process. You're discovering, I have the will to do this. I have the will to do something that a lot of people can't do. A lot of people talk their self out of things before they even start. If you feel like you can't do it, you won't be able to do it. It is literally a mind thing. And you have to know that you have the mental power and mental discipline to be able to take a break for something or fast from something. The first time I ever fast was in 2019, and it was a food fast for 14 days. Only fruits, not even fruits, it was smoothies. We wasn't even eating fruits. It was smoothies and water. And me and my wife both got tired to the point of us not even wanting the smoothies anymore. We just wanted the water. We just wanted the water. Because when you're taking something constantly, you get tired of it. So that being said, towards the end of our towards the end of our fast, we was told that we could eat fruits. So we sitting like, really, we just found this out. We telling them we could have been eating fruits this whole time, really. But it wasn't about that. It was the fact that we even had the courage and the will to even do it. So during this fast process, what we both recognized was the first 3 days and the last 3 days are the hardest. We felt weak. We felt like we couldn't do it during the process. The first day, we was tired. We didn't have as much energy, not because fasting is a bad thing, but because when you are only relying on your source of minerals in your body and or it coming from water or smoothies, you're not putting other animals into your system. When we eat certain foods, whether it's meat, whether it's seafood, that animal had a spirit, and whatever energy that animal was holding is now in your body. We have to recognize, just like we have hormones, animals have hormones too. So if you just ate a cow, your body have the ability to pick up on the emotions from that cow. If that cow died in a tragic way, you can pick up on that energy of that sadness, of that madness, literally. So we have to recognize that when we're fasting from something, we're coming face to face with ourselves. We're doing it for nobody but ourselves. When you fast, you're committing something to yourself. You're promising something to yourself. And a lot of spiritual communities feel that when you're fasting, you shouldn't tell other people because they can try to discourage you. And I believe that in a certain sense, but I also believe if you decide to do this, you put your mind to it, can't no one talk you out of it. Can no one talk you out of it? if you decide to do this, if you truly desire to do it. It doesn't matter what come up. If somebody offer you something, you're not going to do it because you made this commitment to yourself. You made this promise to yourself. And if you can't keep a promise to yourself, how can you keep a promise to someone else? So, that being said, right now, my wife and I are currently on a alcohol fast for a month. Today's 4th of July, and we will not be drinking, and I'm okay with that. It's about you knowing that you have the ability to do this. It's about you knowing that it's mind over matter. It's showing you the mental strength that you have. And I feel like if it wasn't all these substance in the world, what would you have to depend on? You wouldn't have nothing else to depend on but yourself. So we have to recognize all these substance or hobbies or just things that's temporary. But what's permanent is yourself. And we have to recognize that if we don't challenge ourselves, if we don't push ourselves to do something that a lot of people feel like they don't have the power to do, you would never know how powerful you are. I've told multiple people in the past I was going on a fast, and they said, I don't know how you can do that. I couldn't do that. You even having the thought that you couldn't do it is the first setback, because we have to recognize if you're already putting the energy out there like you can't do it, of course you're not going to be able to do it. Whether you think you can, you're right. Whether you think you can't, you're right. You have to believe that you're capable of doing anything. It doesn't matter about who didn't do it. It doesn't matter about any of that. It doesn't matter about what somebody else can do. It doesn't matter. What can you do? Are you going to push yourself? Are you going to push your limits? We have to recognize during this fasting, you're on a journey of self-discovery, of you learning yourself. During this journey, you're going to realize a lot about yourself. You're going to realize that you may think differently off of the substance or off of the food. You may feel more clear on the inside. You may feel like you can do more things, as in go after your dreams and desires, because it takes courage. It takes courage when you're fasting from something. It takes courage. It takes discipline. It takes resilience. It takes all these things because we're so used of us thinking something or doing something, whether it's you having a thought, oh, I want to have McDonald's tonight, and you act on that thought. Instead of you saying, I want to eat out or I want McDonald's, I can go make me something inside. I can make me something more healthier. It's so easy for us to act on our impulses. It's so easy for us to want something else and we go get it, but when it comes to doing something different and testing ourselves, we don't do it. We don't have the courage to do it. And I realized that within the 2 weeks of us not eating solid food, I became stronger mentally. I was able to solve so-called problems easily because my mind was clearer. I didn't have outside energy within my body. We have to recognize these animals have spirits, like I said before, and they hold energy. So if you're ingesting that into your body, you're not going to know what your thoughts are. You're not going to know what your feelings are because you're feeling emotions from all these other things that you're eating. Even with sugar. At one point, I took a break from sugar because I realized I had an addiction to sugar. I had an addiction to sugar. I remember being a child, going to the candy lady house every day. Every day going to the candy lady house, getting sodas, getting chips, getting all these different foods. And once I became an adult, I realized I have a sweet tooth. I love sugar, I love chocolate, I love anything sweet. But I had to realize what was going on. I had to realize you eating too much of this sugar. And with sugar, we know that's connected to our mind. Why you think when kids eat sugar they get hyper? If it's doing that to a child, imagine what it's doing to us on the inside. Imagine how we're feeling off of that sugar on the inside. Because I know I ain't the only one that feel like sugar is addictive. Once I eat something sweet, it's like I want something else sweet. Right after, I could have just ate some ice cream yesterday, and today I want a brownie. I had to realize what was going on because it felt like sugar had a hold on me. So now when I eat sweet things, I do it in moderation. I'm aware because I'm paying attention to myself. If we don't pay attention to ourselves, how will we know that we're addicted to something? How will we know that we're constantly relying on this thing? Like I said before in one of my old videos, for a whole year I went without a phone. That was me fasting from social media. That was me fasting from the world interaction. Didn't we all fast when 2020 came and we couldn't go outside? We couldn't be outside for a long period of time. Then we had to stay inside. We couldn't go to restaurants. We couldn't go to clubs. We couldn't go to lounges. That's fasting in a way. Taking a break from something. Realizing that you're in this human body. And because you're in this human body as a spirit, you pick up on things. You pick up on energy. We carry energy with us everywhere we go. So if you're going out every weekend and you're wondering why so much chaos is happening, maybe it's because you've picked up on somebody else's energy when you go out. We have to realize that we're walking, talking channels. We have to realize the power of our auric field and how we could be magnets to the things we entertain. So that being said, sometimes we have to take a break from people. Sometimes we have to take a time for ourselves and go inward so you can see what's your energy and what's not your energy. If you're always around someone else 24/7, how do you know what your energy is? How do you know these are my thoughts? How do you know these are my emotions if you're always around someone else 24/7? How would you know? So we have to recognize that it's okay for us to take a break from something. It's okay for us to fast from something because it's not about the end results. It's not about you making it to the set date that you said that you was going to stop something within that fast. It's about who you're becoming in that process. It's about you getting a deeper understanding of yourself and your abilities. How powerful are you? Can you push your limits? Because, like I said, your mind can do powerful things. Your body can do powerful things. Don't you think that we feel like we was dying? Don't you think that we feel like we was dying every day on that fast for 14 days? We slept a lot. We drank a lot of water. We was always thirsty. Like, and that's a part of this journey of knowing that you're the spirit within the body and not the flesh. You're not your ego. You're not your identity. During this process, we was literally going through a death and a rebirth process, a transformation. Our human body feel like we need food 24/7. Feel like we need processed food 24/7. But if we take a break, we're able to decipher what's going on the inside and what's yours and what's not yours. So we have to realize that in your lifetime, it will be multiple deaths and rebirths if you allow it. You don't have to physically die for you to die. Each time that you transform, you're dying. The person that you thought you were. I made a video about multiple versions. Each time you transform, you become a new version of yourself. Each time. A person that you thought you were. So you have to realize that if you put your mind to something, you can do it. You can do it. And it's going to show you that you don't have to depend on that. I believe if something was to happen within the world and all the grocery stores was closed, because I've took a fast before with no food, I will be okay. I will be okay because my body has prepared for this before. So we have to recognize how we're depending on these things, whether it's food, because I'm a foodie. I love to eat. Yes, I'm a foodie. Whether it's alcohol, whether it's smoking, whether it's TV, whether it's going out every weekend, it's okay to take a break. It's okay to be with yourself. It's okay not to have substance in you 24/7. Okay? You may not be able to stop drinking every weekend, but try once a month. Start somewhere. I don't know. Start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. Instead of you smoking 8 times a day, how about you smoke 3 times a day? How about that? Because you can do anything that you put your mind to. Because the journey is beautiful, but who you become at the end also is beautiful. Because you look back like I did that. I did that. And it wasn't for no one else. We have to recognize it's always for ourselves, because each time I'm in the gym, I'm trying to prove to myself that I can do it. No one else. It's not about anyone else. Prove to yourself that you can do it. And once you do that, you will start doing more things because you will trust in yourself that you have the ability to do it. All it takes is one time. And your being will remember, oh, we did this before. We challenged ourselves before. We've done this before. This is nothing new. It's nothing new. And it's nothing that you can't do. Mind over matter. So you have to decide, do you truly have the willpower within you to do something that other people can't do or don't want to do or don't feel like they have the power to do, to see your power. Sometimes it takes us to experience different things for us to realize our power, because sometimes we don't see our power because we're so distracted, or we allow outside people to tell us who we are, or we believe them. So we have to start doing these different things for us to realize who we truly are and how powerful we are. And give yourself a chance. If you don't give anyone else a chance, I ask that you give yourself a chance. Bet on you. If nobody else bet on you, bet on you. Trust in you like nobody else. I'm just a reminder. I'm just a reminder. That's all. That's it. I hope that y'all felt this video and not just heard the video. It's not just about me making content just for y'all to listen, but to feel. Can y'all feel me? Because it's one thing for y'all to hear the words that's coming out, but can you feel the words that's coming out? That you're powerful, that you have the ability to do anything. If you trust yourself, if you push yourself, if you push your limits, you're the person that gave you up. Self-limits. So sometimes, like I just heard recently, we gotta get out our own way. So before we go, I do want to read 3 cards that I got today. Some positive affirmation cards. Before we do that, I do want to add a little vibration into this space to clear out any negative energy, to align you. Today, I will not give in. Today, I will not allow negative thoughts or feelings to prevent me from achieving happiness. Alright, card 1. Card 2. Today, I am calm. Today, my mind is open. And I am at peace with who I am. Ashe. The last one. Today, I am loved. Today I will know in my heart I deserve love and respect. Ashe. So I hope that y'all got something from this video. I thank y'all for all the likes, the views. I'm just here to remind you of you if you forgot. Continue to love on yourselves. Continue to pour into yourselves. Continue to be amazing, baby, because it's all you can be. And don't forget it. Don't forget yourself. And if you ever feel lost, know that you can find yourself. Or should I say, remember yourself. I love y'all. Until next time, healing honey. Peace.